business in question for this project is the Perfect Hair Salon. This is for ORG3300. We are Team 5. I am Richard, and we also have April, Tiffany, and Natalia working with us. Unlike most hair salons, where the three main jobs are cutting, coloring, and shampooing, all done by the stylist, we have three different jobs in our organizational structure. So we have the shampoo process, which is done by Jenny and Sally. And then separating that, we have the cutting process, which is done by Tom, who is the owner, and Nick. And then the coloring process, which is done by Tom, the owner again, and Mike. So we have three separate jobs where one person shampoos, one person cuts, and one person does the coloring. And we use a functional organization structure because of the use of the functions and processes as a category to branch off to the crew members. Our gender demographic allows no discrimination and leaves all customers satisfied regardless of their gender, because out of the 6 employees at the business, it is a 50-50 split between men and women, with 3 being men and 3 being women. We had 2 problems that we had occurred in this business with 2 separate employees. So for Sally, her job is shampooing, and Jenny also shampoos, but Jenny gets paid more, and Sally also wants to expand into cutting and coloring, not just shampooing. And for Mike has been coloring for over 3 years, but he has a license for cutting hair and coloring hair, and he wants to practice cutting, not just coloring. For the expectancy theory, the expectancy E and P is strong because Mike and Sally believe that if they put in the effort, they will succeed at their jobs and customers will be more satisfied with their services. For instrumentality, the P and O are strong because Mike and Sally believe that their better performances will lead to better outcomes because they get paid by commission at the salon. So the more customers they have, the more money they get. The valence O is weak because Mike and Sally do not believe that the outcome and reward are valuable. They want to learn and practice other skills, not just make money, and they value the importance of developing their skills because they do not want to shampoo or color hair forever. Our suggested solution was we use expectancy theory to strengthen the outcome value, and Tom, the owner of the salon, he should identify what Sally and Mike value, where Sally wants to learn cutting and coloring hair and Mike wants to practice more cutting. We believe that Tom should give Mike and Sally the reward that they value, which is learning and improving their skills. And Tom should let Mike practice cutting hair for customers and then give them feedback. And he should also let Sally finish her degree in mastering cuts and colors. For the job crafting portion of our suggested solution, the task crafting is that at the Perfect Hair Salon, Tom and Lisa need to give more work on the hair cutting job for Mike and less hair coloring for Mike, whereas for Sally, the owner should let her learn hair coloring and cutting and less hair shampooing. The relational crafting, besides discussing the issues with Tom and Lisa, Sally needs to talk to Jenny to figure out the way that the job is done, so that way their work will be done on the same page and at the same level. And for cognitive crafting, changing the way Sally and Mike think about their job by altering how they perceive job tasks or viewing these tasks as part of a collective whole instead of a separate set of job demands. In conclusion, if Tom lets Sally and Mike concentrate on other capabilities they have and what they want to do for themselves, the Perfect Hair Salon would be much more productive, and that would make room for to hire more people and expand the business, which would just bring more money to the owners. The business in question for this project is the Perfect Hair Salon. This is for ORG3300. We are Team 5.